Welcome back to Age of Empires 2, The Conquerors, and welcome to the next scenario in the Battles of the Conquerors campaign, Lepanto.
The steady splashing as the oars of 200 ships strike the water drowns out all other sound. The most powerful fleet ever assembled by Don Juan of Austria and his allies in Venice sails under the burning light of dawn towards a final encounter with the Ottoman Turks. The Turkish army has greatly expanded its empire, adding North Africa and Mesopotamia to the Turkish holdings in Anatolia, but has finally been turned back by a staunch defense of Hungary. Undaunted, the Turks turned their attention to the Mediterranean, where they intended to break the Christian naval powers of Venice and Spain. Now, 230 rowed galleys and 6 heavy galleasses lumber into the Bay of Lepanto to meet the 270 galleys of the Turkish fleet. The ships draw up with scarcely 5 miles separating the distance between them. A storm of arrows darkens the sky, and the drone of splashing oars is finally drowned out by the thunder of cannon.
And here we go. Let's build
There's
that
hundreds
wonder.
of Turkish ships out there. We don't have the numbers to go offensive, so we should just keep their galleons and transports at bay.
We are going to do that. We're going to sort our ships here. We can generally build cannon galleons, and we have the excellent Spanish cannon galleons, but we don't have the tech yet. We just start with a couple of them. So let's sort our ships here. We're going to build this wonder here pretty much straight away. We're going to build 2 of these guys here. We're going to trade for a bit of stone. Actually, do we want to do that now, or do we want to do that when we have some more food? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, so this wonder here is in a really vulnerable position. I wonder why. In any case, let's get some gold guys over here, so we can get some gold. These guys here are the Greeks. They are actually our friends, so we don't have to worry about them. We do have a bunch of siege weapons here. We're going to get those to hang around the wonder. And my main strategy is going to be to defend the waters here. The Turks land a lot of troops. I think it's an illegal amount of troops. I don't think you're allowed to land that many troops via aquatic transport, but that's just me. In any case,
Why did our brilliant leaders insist on building the wonder so close to the shoreline?
that is a very good question. So the Holy League here will build this wonder here. So the Turks are going to just surrender if that wonder is finished. And we're going to focus on defending it here. We have the architecture. Yeah, that actually looks pretty useful. We don't want to fort that right now. We're going to do that once we have all these villagers here. Then we're going to get some on the fields. And then we're going to see that we get some nice upgrades here. Before that, let's get a bunch of you here on the field. In fact, the last 6. So the Turks. What kind of range do you have? Anyway, should we engage those guys here? Let's have them come to us. We don't want to sacrifice our cannon galleons, so let's get these guys here in between their ships and ours, if we can indeed do that. And let's just dodge these here. Thankfully, since we're the Spanish, we're the only guys whose cannonballs don't move in slow motion. So that's quite useful. It's quite useful indeed. It is so useful for manual dodging, it can't be overstated. And the Turks start with a decent fleet, but once we destroy this initial fleet here, they're actually going to be in a much worse position, especially defending their later ships. There we go, let's kill you as well. And then let's just take a step back here. We need to build some more ships soon, but we also want this upgrade here, the galleon upgrade naturally. But more about that in a bit. So are you going to come over here, or are you not going to come? Fine. Fine. You kill these guys here, and you kill the rest that are coming up here. Okay, so I can't kill them in one barrage right now, but that's generally fine. There's only 2 of them left. You should not have turned around there. You should have at least taken your shot otherwise. There we go, that's better. Okay, One of you is left here, that's okay. Don't think we've lost that much here. I think they have lost a lot more. Okay, there we go. Let's just dodge you. Oh, I said let's dodge you. That's going to hit. No, did that miss? I think it missed. In any case, what we are going to do here now is going to buy some. No, why did I sell stone? I didn't want to do that. That was not very good. But anyway, we're going to build a castle here. That's going to be a support defense here. It's not going to be super useful because ideally we want to prevent guys from landing in the first place, as opposed to fending them off after they've landed, but only around this area here. The rest here of that base, we're probably going to abandon that sooner or later. Here, you get yourself fire shipped. There we go, that's a lot better. And why did I sell that stone? I should not have done that. Anyway, we cannot afford that right now, but we can afford a couple more of you. That's good. And yeah, you guys here getting back to work. Anyway, how far are we here? We are pretty far. How expensive is this upgrade here? 300 food, 200 wood. To us, we have a good amount of lumber. But yeah, we want to make sure that we don't run out. We have some stone left, so let's just seal the deal here, because we will have enough workers here once the wonder is finished. And yeah, we're building some more war galleys here, that's nice. But you also want these upgrades here, which you can almost afford. Just a little more food, one more unit of food, please. And come on, someone, thank you very much. We want those. Anything else we want here? This is not that important, the speed upgrade. 1,000 food, this might not actually pay off, not over the course of the scenario here. But okay, anyway, what we are going to do here is almost done here. Come on. Come on. There we go.
The wonder is complete. Now, we just need to defend it.
Build that here. This position here isn't safe enough. We're going to have to defend it, and the first thing we want to do is sink all the Turks troops, so the ones want to land here specifically. The ones in the north, whatever. You're on your own. You can... You know what, you can actually get in this castle here to strengthen it just a little bit and to stay around in case we need you for repairs. This one here...
Turkish transports. Don't let them land.
Yeah, those are going to be very dangerous. Okay, these all need to land. They have bombard cannons and whatnot aboard, so those are very dangerous. If you allow those to land. Thankfully, if you sink their navy before this encounter here, then they will be considerably weakened, and they will probably send their transport ahead of their other ships, which is very good for us. So let's just hang around here, and we're going to get the architecture upgrade before this university here gets blown up. Do we want the cannon? I mean, you can't afford that right now anyway, so never mind. Let's instead... Yeah, we're going to abandon this side here, so sorry about that, villagers, but that's how it is. One can't have everything. We have a second marketplace here, so we can utilize this gold here. What we are in fact going to do is we're going to build another mining camp here. That should speed things up a little bit. So, and they're going to do like mass landings here now. So are these fast fire ships? Oh snap! At least they... Oh snap! Oh snap! Okay. Oh, they're fast. Probably what they're called, fast fire ships. At least these ones aren't cannon galleons that are actually good against our Wonder or our Bombata or whatever. So the Wonder, the 200 years isn't actually all that long. I mean, it's long, 200 years, but you know what I mean.
We would fare well under the Turkish rule. If you tribute to us 800 gold, we will ally with you instead.
Sure thing. We can do that. The Greek village here. There we go. 800. Let's start.
For us to join forces against the Turks. You may mine gold from our villagers or islands, and we will tribute you what we can spare.
Yeah, so we're going to start murdering these guys here. I don't think the transports go back and forth, so I don't think it's important that you have those destroyed after they landed. I think after they landed, it's the ship has sailed. So these guys here, these Janissaries here, they should probably murder those. But they're not going to go through these walls here quickly. They will kill your villagers if you actually get some to cut lumber here, so we're just going to kill them here. They can destroy the rest of my stuff, I don't really care. The demolition ships here, you're going to be an emergency measure to protect this flank here. Any more objectives here? No, we just have to wait, that's it. You come over here, please. They're going to land a lot more dangerous stuff later on. We may as well sink some of the transports, but we're not going to bother with most of them. So you just keep killing these guys here. Yeah, the Turks are just cheating, they're way over their food limit. Way over their food limit, and they also have, yeah, I think, pretty sure they can fit more guys into their transports than they should legally be able to do. Thankfully these guys here just seem to be content with kind of hanging around here, not doing... Oh, that was a bit too close. But that's okay. Let's get the... Oh, not enough lumber. That's okay. Is it okay? I guess we could trade for some more. What are you doing? I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, these guys gave us lumber. That's really nice. Where the hell did you come from?
The wonder is in jeopardy. Save it if you can.
Is it though? Anyway, you are... Oh yeah, you're a cannon galleon, so... It will be fine. We're almost 80 years in. Let's see that we get this upgrade here. We should probably should have researched that here to make this less dangerous, but whatever. You can actually build enough ships to sink all the transports. If you micromanage it correctly, then that's not actually that big of a deal. But you can also just not bother with it and be lazy like me. That's entirely possible. Let's kill these guys here. Are you actually attacking my ships? Oh, you came to bombard tower range. That was a mistake. Mistakes were made, indeed. No, still can't afford that. Still not really worth it, is it? There we go, cannon galleons. How expensive are you anyway? 200 wood. That's kind of expensive, but whatever. I guess you can... Oh, we are letting a lot of guys here, but it's okay. We only have to last, not quite another 100 years. It's a bit more than that, but yeah, it's going to be fine. They're going to be distracted by our base. I wonder whether you can get away with just building ridiculous amount of walls here. You probably can. That might even be worth more than the castle, because walls are always fairly cheap. So hey there. Why are you sliding above the ground? Why are you sliding above the ground? What the hell's going on here? Anyway. Never mind. They're never going to get through here. This looks very scary, the way you're sliding above the ground. Yeah, they're cannons here. I'm not really a big fan of those. Let's see whether they can destroy a couple of those before really bad things happen. But to be fair, I'm also exploiting the fact that the AI struggles to deal with the situation here correctly. So they... Okay, you know what? Okay, I'm not gonna bother with that. That's just too hot there. But do you want this one here? That is not actually as expensive as I thought it would have been. Let's get the elite cannon galleon. Yeah, let's put some regular cannon galleons in the meantime, which will be turned into elite cannon galleons. Yeah, if they continue to stand around here and not really do all that much, then we're just going to win this like this, because they're not really putting a lot of effort in. But yeah, prevent this initial landing here. They have bombard cannons and stuff. They're going to mess you up big time if you don't watch out. Okay, so it looks like they're... Look who's coming here. It's their bombard cannons. That's okay. You actually fire pretty fast, but I think we should be able to kill most of you before you kill most of my ships. We'll set you on fire here. Yeah, we're just going to tank it and destroy these. They have a lot of those. These guys, they look so small, but they're actually one of the most dangerous siege weapons, and we should really be careful here. Can you reach this guy? You can totally reach this guy. Nice. Dodge. And... Okay, so these 4 guys here kill these guys here in one shot. That's nice. You have... you almost didn't dodge. Oh, snap. Oh, wow. How did you kill that guy so quickly? Who knows? Almost killed that deer there. And damn, these guys deal a lot of damage. But that's okay. We have a bunch of new ones here, and yeah, I think that's it for the most part. I mean, they only have... They have less than 70 years left to pull off something here, and I don't really see them doing it Also elite cannon galleon, yay. Let's just build a couple more of you. I know I can spread these out a little bit better, so we have to build them in every area here at once, but yeah, you guys, you're just not putting the effort in. I mean, yeah, my town center's gone, but it's okay. Didn't need that anyway. Town centers are overrated. Yeah, I guess we're just going to hang around here. But to be honest, even if they didn't have all of this, I'm pretty sure putting like 10 walls here, what they're going to do about it is I can't land here, and you can probably seal this off completely. I know if you try to seal everything here off, their ships are going to attack you, but sealing everything here off is completely reasonable. And then just wall it like crazy, and then their only real chance is to... Hey there, random Greek guy. Then the only chance is to send their cannon galleons to attack the Wanda, which is actually quite efficient, but they just don't have the fleet to match you. Yeah, you can attack them, but I don't think their bombard towers are... Actually, what is your range? 15. I think we do actually outrange their bombard towers. Well, these are not bombard towers. Anyway. How expensive would spies be? That's not actually that expensive. I can almost afford that. You know what? I'm just going to get that because I'm that decadent. Not enough gold? Why? Oh, now they just built something new. Come on, don't be that guy. Oh, wait a second. There we go. So what range do you have? So it's actually 13, so we could probably raid them because they have just nothing left here that is going to impress me at any time. Here. Except for maybe these guys here. Well, looks like we got a little bit careless here. Oh, or maybe not. I guess you're dead now. Well, they tried. An attempt was made. Let's see what they send here. Also, I'm not quite sure if you can have them land enough troops here that they don't actually manage to land them properly here. Could be the case. Also, you didn't have your guys disembark, so what was up with that? Nobody knows. But it's okay. It's only 24 years left, so you guys, yeah. The ship has sailed, both figuratively and literally. They have almost no fleet left because they just sent it after me. I could probably just raid them. I think you can actually win by taking out the Turks. That would be an interesting condition to win this mission here. You could start not to build your wonder, but by the way, you can't move your wonder. If you try to do that... Ooh, you're actually within castle range, nice. If you abort this, then you just lose the mission instantaneously, and you cannot move where it's built, so that's not an option. To be honest, even if they try to get through it with all the guys, there are so few guys they can actually utilize to attack because the front is just too small. They're never going to get through there. It's just not going to happen. And I could easily pick them off with my cannons, so yeah, I think they never stood a chance, did they? And damn, this guy does a lot of damage. There we go, goodbye. And there's 6 years left, and then we shall be victorious. Yeah, I think the Turks would need a lot more ships here to challenge me. Well, not now anymore because there's 2 years left, but just generally speaking. Oh well, they tried. They tried. See you next time.
The heavy Venetian galleasses broke through the Turkish lines and trampled over the smaller ships of the Turks. But there were too few of the galleasses to win the battle on their own. The Spanish and Venetians attempted to grapple and board the Turkish ships, where the superior experience and weapons of the Christian marines could be brought to bear. As the day wore on, the Turkish juggernaut began to run out of steam. Scores of Turkish galleys were dashed on the rocks, and others sank to the bottom of the bay. Less than 50 Turkish ships survived the battle. Lepanto was not the climax of the conflict between the Christians and the Turks on the Mediterranean, but it was a turning point. The Turks had difficulty rebuilding their fleet back to its former size, while the Christians continued to update their fleets with the latest technological advancements, ensuring a decisive military advantage for further encounters on the high seas.